Listen to me. I have something to say. I don't know if they should keep making these movies. They haven't really been very good since after the second one.
Third one was okay.
It was okay, but so was...
It made up for a mediocre movie by having probably one of the best endings ever. You're speaking more in like a German accent, whereas Arnie is Austrian.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm not making fun of you. I'm critiquing your fucking accent. Get it right, bitch.
I'm the real Arnold.
No, Mike.
You sound like an over-exaggerated, ridiculous version of Arnold.
No. And I wish Micah were here, man. He has the best Arnold impersonation of it.
I just like listening to the Austrian Death Machine albums because he actually does like 2 different Arnold impressions in it, and like there's one that's like over-exaggerated and one that's like, no, I'm the real Arnold. You sound like a ridiculous version of me.
You sound like Arnold if he was choking on a chicken bone.
It's like, you sound like me when I was 23 and totally angry.
Yes, angry that I couldn't get laid because my muscles weren't big. Ah! Yeah, so the Terminator movies have had a rough patch here recently. That's putting it mildly. So the first one is one of the best sci-fi films ever. The second one also one of the best sci-fi films ever.
Especially.
Second one, in my opinion, better than the first one.
Same.
Just my opinion. The third one was mediocre.
Meh.
All the way up until the ending, in which
it was
the
still kind of
ending...
fun. But
no, it was a lot of fun. I had fun.
Even with Salvation was still kind of fun, but it's just not.
No, dude, Salvation
as good,
for me is where they lost me in a lot of ways because, number one, Christian Bale. I love Christian Bale. He's a great actor, but he was clearly frustrated when making the film because, you know that whole freak out that you heard about Christian Bale?
Yeah. That
was on the set of Terminator Salvation. It's because the production staff couldn't get their shit together. And that's why he was so pissed off. And he's like, and honestly, I can understand because Mick G is not a very professional director. The guy who directed directed Salvation. And you can tell that there was a lot of rushed scenes because of frustration and because of filming and all this and all that. I really was interested to see what Sam Worthington's character was all about. I was interested to see how John Connor would become the true leader of the rebellion after the deaths of the leaders of said rebellion. I was interested to see how the T-800 would play into the whole thing. But overall, the film was just a jumbled mess. And it didn't make much sense to me. I mean, you had a great cast going in. You had Bryce Dallas Howard. You had Christian Bale. You had Anton Yelchin. You had Michael Ironside. You had Helena Bonham Carter, Sam Worthington. Great cast all around, but it just couldn't come together. And then there was Terminator Genesis.
Like, I put Salvation and 3 on about the same level. They're both just kind of meh to me, but I still haven't seen Genesis.
I think 3's a much superior film to Salvation.
Fair enough. But,
my opinion. Just opinion.
But, like, I still haven't seen Genesis, so I've just heard kind of
stuff
about it.
Save yourself from it.
Yeah.
If anything, watch it because there's parts of it that are good, but there's also parts of it you're just like, why? The one part I will say, it's good. It was good to see old Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the Terminator, like aged Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they actually have a legitimate excuse as to why he looks the way he does. And then there's also Emilia Clarke playing Sarah Connor, in which she does really good, in my opinion. That's actually probably her best I've ever seen her in a film role, outside of playing Daenerys Targaryen. And Jai Courtney is Jai Courtney. You know, he's there, which don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but I've never seen the appeal of him as an actor because he can be fun, but he doesn't really evoke emotion whenever I see him act. I'm just like, when I saw him in the Die Hard movie, he played John McClane's son, and he was as forgettable as a plank of wood.
Is that in
Not Live Free or Die Hard, but the one after that. A Good Day to Die Hard.
Yeah, that one.
That one was just terrible. That was a terrible movie. And the only redeeming grace of it was Bruce Willis, and his son was just an uninteresting character. He was so bland, so cliche, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, insert epithet here.
Yeah, it wasn't, like, I can barely remember him, so that tells you how forgettable he kind of was.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I don't really even remember what he looks like because I just didn't care that much, I guess.
exactly. You see, and that's the problem. And we now come upon Terminator Dark Fate. I'm not sure what the hell this is going to be. From what I understand, this is not going to be a continuation of the Genesis timeline.
I don't have high hopes for it, but if they ever made another Terminator movie that was as good as the second one, I'd be fucking stoked about it.
Well, here's the hoping. Here's the hoping. I don't know if this will, but they're trying. I mean, that's more than I can say for most. From their, actually, I shouldn't say that.
I just feel like at
this
point, it's more of a just using a name for.
That's what I'm afraid of. Eventually, it will
it's milking a very withered cow.
Yeah.
Makes any sense.
Yeah, it's effectively like The Simpsons nowadays.
Yeah.
The Simpsons live just off of their name alone. Nobody actually watches it anymore. James L. Brooks, let the show die. For God's sakes.
I haven't watched it since like the
All
beginning
right.
of it.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Hold on. Sorry. I forgot I didn't activate the sound on the
audio.
Jesus Christ. All these. Wow. Okay. I didn't need all that. So, here we go. There we go.
Ah, it has the sound.
That is the sound.
2 days ago, I had this nice, simple life. And now it's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
If travel is searching and home has been found, I'm not stopping.
Ooh. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
I'm going hunting. I'm the hunter.
Hey, Sarah.
Wooski.
Who are you?
My name is Sarah Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen one like you before. Almost human.
Not really.
I am human.
Oh, Tim Miller. Yeah, the guy who directed the original Deadpool.
Because I was her.
What's up, Barney? Oh, damn.
How do we win? We win by keeping you alive.
I'm going hunting.
I'm interested.
I am too.
I want to see where it goes.
There's a few things I'm worried about, but yeah.
The effects still look a little cheesy. Like, I mean, I know they always have, but
Yeah, that's one thing. There's also the concern that, okay, I think a lot of us are aware of the phrase, are aware of the phrase, trying too much doesn't always guarantee success. Like, when you try too much, and I'm not going to go into a Coldplay quote thing there. You try your best, but you don't succeed. No. When you try too
so
much,
hard and got so far.
or you could do a Linkin Park one with that. But when you try too much, you muddle things up. And what I think they're going with in this is that Sarah Connor is no longer the quote unquote mother of the savior. Instead, now it's this new girl, and that's why I think it's the dark fate. Is that Sarah Connor is now has become aware of this, and is now trying to say, I don't know how the hell they're going to do this. I'm confused on how the hell they're going to tell the story. I'm just worried. James Cameron is back as producer. Yay. Tim Miller is directing. Awesome. Tim Miller killed it with the first Deadpool movie.
Mm-hmm. And that's another reason I'm interested for sure. So,
well, yeah. But
I just don't know.
I don't know either, and that's what worries me. It's just unpredictability is good because when we go into the theater and if we're pleasantly surprised, it's a good thing. However, if we go in and we're left scratching our heads because of muddled confusion and no payoff to the story, I mean, then we're going to be mad. Because I'm a Terminator fan. Me and my dad, ever since I was a kid, I was watching the Terminator movies with my dad. And they're one of my favorite series ever to watch. And it's one reason why I like science fiction. It's one reason why I like the idea of cyborgs and how they are able to adapt into society and no one would ever know it because no one's looking. And
I saw them kind of late myself, but I would still put Terminator 2 in probably my top 10 list of sci-fi movies of all time.
It's up there with me too. I put the first two up there as well.
It's I'm not gonna be mad if it's bad, just because, like I said, I'm not expecting a lot, but I'm expecting more now that I found out the director and producer,
Tim Miller and Cameron. Yeah. The fact that Cameron's back is one thing.
Now I'm kind of okay, maybe this will be a good one.
I'm just a little. I wish James Cameron. I know he probably doesn't have time because Avatar. The new Avatar movies are coming out. I really wish he would have done a treatment on it in terms of the screenplay. Put that Cameron, that James Cameron thing on it. Although
I think he's too busy working on his own shit.
Well, like I said, he's busy working on Avatar. That's why I'm not expecting it. But I will say this. The last time he gave his approval on someone continuing a storyline of his, we got Aliens Colonial Marines. I rest my case.
Yeah.
I'm apprehensive, yet I'm curious. We'll have to see how this all plays out. All right, I'm done. How about you? Anything else to add?
Yeah, I mostly said what I think. It's a air of cautious
optimism,
possible optimism. I'm not super optimistic for it, but it's I'm willing to give it a shot. And especially now that I heard the director and producer, because I'm just all right, well if.
Oh yeah, because Cameron and Miller are involved. Yeah,
Miller especially I'm maybe it'll be good.
We'll have to see.
I'm not gonna be super pissed if it isn't. I'm gonna be that's about what I figured.
I'd hope.
You know what I mean?
Personally, I would hope for good, but I've been disappointed way too many times in the past.
You always hope stuff will be good, but it's just some things you just know. It's you're gonna make yourself more mad if you hope too much. You know what I mean?
Well.
Probably. Or you have a good chance of it.
There's actually something.
It's like gambling with your emotions, basically. The more emotional.
Well, it's like me gambling with my emotions and everything. For me, Fallout 76. Here's one thing I like doing. I like going back and watching that old Bethesda panel that they did, and them showing off Fallout 76, and us being cautious and being not being overwhelmingly excited and hyped about it, and the amount of people who
have never been overwhelmingly excited and hyped about Fallout.
And the amount of downvotes we got, and the amount of people saying, "Just you wait, Todd Howard's going to make this game great." I love going back and reading those comments and just laughing at how silly those people are for thinking Todd Howard gave a shit about what they think.
Yep.
Because I'm just like, because Todd has screwed the fans over in the past. I mean, what they're doing now with the Atomic Shop and all this and all that, and people are just like, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about." And I'm just like,
Do we not?
and then
really?
all of a sudden,
Or do they?
and
I
now
wasn't here,
the
but-
internet went on fire because all of a sudden Fallout 76 is a buggy piece of shit. And now I here's the thing: I'm not gonna say I told you so. I'm just gonna say this.
Is that the same team that makes the Elder Scrolls games?
Yes.
That sucks. God damn it.
Well,
I've been excited for so long, like, I'm like, they need to make an Elder Scrolls 6, and they finally are like, all right, here's a preview, like
Here's a
a
thumbnail.
title card,
yeah, here's a thumbnail.
And everybody's like, yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really excited anymore.
Well, that's one thing that
I'm actually much more excited to mod the fuck out of Skyrim for October and make it a
Doom
horror
Eternal.
game.
Well, I'm excited for Doom Eternal because id Software has proven that they know how to make games.
That's not the same team, obviously. So.
No, but they're
I'm super
no
stoked
under they're
for
under
Doom
the same
Eternal.
umbrella though. Bethesda owns id.
Yeah, but like how many Doom games have you played that were buggy as fuck?
None. That's what I'm saying, dude.
They actually
but
quality
you
assure
see-
their
but-
games.
But you see, But you see what I'm saying, though, right? I'm saying id Software knows how to make games. Hey, Bethesda, why don't you take lessons from the people who are under you?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. But
It's like, how are
okay,
you doing
we're
worse than the
ranting and
people you're
rambling
in
again.
for?
We need to get out of here
Yeah.
before this video
We're on
goes on for
something
30
completely
minutes.
different than what this video was about.
Yes. So Terminator: Dark Fate. Are you all excited about it? I'm excited. I'm optimistic but cautious.
I'm gonna go watch it.
I probably will. I'll see what some of my choice critics have to say before I go watch it. And then if I want to waste my money on it, I will.
I'm sure in a future video after we've checked it out, we'll let you know what we thought about it.
Absolutely. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you in the next one. Peace out.